Okay, we're going to make pinch pot faces for this project, and you will get a clump of clay about this size, and a popsicle stick, and some other supplies to help you with making this face. Pinch pot face. So start out by cutting part of your clay off, and we're going to save that for our face parts. So set that aside. And then take your clay and start making it into a ball. And it's a little bit hard, but you can do it because it's not baked yet. It's not turned into stone yet. Sometimes I roll it on the table, and that helps me get a good ball as well. Then you want a nice smooth surface, and you can see I've got some little dimples in there. So just take your finger and smooth them out. Or if your clay is getting dry, you can use your sponge, get it a little more wet, and then you can smooth those out. Okay, and once you have a nice ball, you're going to take it and you're going to flatten one side of it, but not all of it, just you want to get a nice flat section. I'll show you. So I pushed it down just a little, and it's just flat enough that it won't roll away. Okay. Then in the middle of that flat spot, you're going to push your thumb in, and you're going to start pushing it in and making an indent. And you want to push it in a ways, and as you're pushing it in, you're going to make sort of a pinching motion like this. And you're also going to turn your ball as you work your pinch pot. Okay? So you're squeezing that clay, and I can show you kind of from this side what that looks like as you turn it. And you don't want to work in just like one spot. You want to try to pinch it and go up and then turn. And if it starts to crack because it's dry, you know, like elephant skin or alligator skin, add a little water to it and smooth that out. I've never been close enough to touch elephant or alligator skin, but I imagine it would be dry like that. And the water helps. And the idea is that you will make your pinch pot about the thickness of your finger. And I feel like that the bottom of my pinch pot is kind of narrow, so I'm going to go in and just work that bottom part out a little. And you can, kind of use your fingers, maybe your sponge, because I have long fingernails. I don't want to like gouge the inside of my pot too much. Now, we don't want the edge of the top to flute out too much. Like, you don't want the top part to be way big. You want it to have a nice edge on it, like that. And when you have it all about how you want it, you're going to I had to smooth my edges a bit. You got to work with it kind of gently when it's like this, because you don't want to tear a hole in it or anything. Okay, so I have mine about how I want it. Now I'm going to take this other piece of clay that I've reserved for my face pieces, and I'm going to divide it up so that I'm sure to have enough for my eyes, nose, and mouth. These are going to be my eyes. And you can do this part however you want, because this is your project, right? So for the eyes, I'm going to make a couple of circles. Or spheres, I guess. There's one. There's the other one. And I think I'll make the nose out of this. And I don't know. I mean, I would like a flat side still, but I want it to be more of a like triangle, maybe. I don't know. I think it's too big. I'm gonna make it a little smaller. You can use your popsicle stick to cut if you want. Okay, so that's going to be my nose. And then, let's see, I'm going to make a mouth. I want him to kind of smile. So I think I might make it like an orange slice or an orange wedge. Again, I'm using my popsicle stick. It's a good tool. I can use it to cut, and I can use it to kind of shape things. Okay, so that's going to be my face, and I'm going to attach it to my pot. Now there's an important rule that you need to know, and that is that if I just stick this on here, when it fires, it'll fall off. It won't stay. So you have to rough up, and it's called scoring. Score, slip, and blend. So I'm scoring my pot right where I'm going to attach my mouth, and I am also scoring the mouth with my brush. And I don't know if you can see it. I don't know if my camera is going to focus. But you can kind of see those brush marks. And it's like messing up that smooth edge just enough that I should be able to attach that to my pot. And then I'm going to use my popsicle stick to really smooth that edge and attach my pieces. And you have to be careful with your pinch pot too, because it'll squish on you and then you'll be sad. Okay, so I'm going to score my nose and my pot, and if you notice I added some water to that as well. Right. Adding my nose, and I'm going to blend it really nice. Use your fingers as tools too, because you know your fingers are really smooth. Okay, and then my eyes, I want to make like a flat side on them too. I don't want to totally squish it, but I'm getting it. Okay, and I'm roughing up those edges so I can attach my eyeballs. And I'm blending those edges. Okay, I'm going to do the same thing with my other eyeball. Remember, I had to score it. And I'm supporting my pinch pot with my fingers on the inside so that I don't end up squishing my pot while I'm adding the face. I started to blend that with my popsicle stick,